3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here and you are wondering, oh, this beauty. My name is Mufaro and we are the Make Your Monday family. We are about taking control of our lives, taking ownership of our times, and changing our lives by having one constructive conversation at a time. So if that is something you are interested in, or if that is something that you are looking to do to improve your life, we want you to become the best version of you. So we have honest, open, transparent conversations here. So if you would like, please do hit that subscribe button and become part of my very, very beautiful and amazing family. For those of you who are my returnings, my regular regulars, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on another video. Thank you so much for the increased subbies. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for sitting through me ramble and share my life experiences with you, just so that we can become better, hey? That's definitely what we want to do. So thank you so much. So into today, without taking much time, like I said, I'm not gonna ramble in the intros. I want to talk about harnessing your superpower and improving your service delivery. I think it made sense when I was thinking about it, like when I was deep in thought. But yeah, so I'll start off by sharing something very personal. So growing up, one of the most difficult things I had was to embrace who I am. I always wished like I was lighter. I wished I was shorter. I wished, I had a softer voice, and I didn't have such a husky voice or like a bass so much. And it took me a long time to embrace my strengths, my weaknesses, to embrace everything that makes me me. It was only later on in my 20s that I actually embraced who I am and everything that has to do with me, be it good or bad, right? And I began to understand that there is the superpower of being me. That no matter, even if I had an identical twin, even if I meet someone who is so similar to me on this earth, that person will never be able to deliver things the way that I do. They can never execute things the way that I do. And that's what I want to share with you in today, is that be able to harness your superpower. There is no one like you. And that's the best part, is there's actually no one like you. Look, when we have an exam, it's the same reading material. It's the same exam question that comes. But if you look at the exam answers, if you were to compare like your exam script or your answer script, you will realize that all of you have answered the exam question differently. The way you understand things, the way you interpret things, your ability to weave things together, your ability to join certain things together. No one can do it like you. And even the way in which you write, the way in which you execute things, the way in which you present things, no one can do it like you. And that is what we want to talk about in today. We want to harness that superpower. We want to take advantage of the fact that we are who we are. We see things the way we see things. We understand things in the way that we do understand them. I'm not saying this is an excuse for you to hold on to faulty ways of thinking, or to use it as a crutch to say, because Mfaro said it's my superpower, I can remain toxic. No, I'm talking about the core things that make you you, which are actually useful and valuable. Like I said, I think in our previous video, like, don't waste your experience. Don't waste all that life has taught you. All those things, it's like, I view it like a tapestry, right? All those things, they come in together. The good, the bad, the lessons you've learned, the ugly, the beautiful, the tears of joy, the tears of sorrow, those moments of being broken, all those things have come together at this point in time to make you you. And so even if you have a task, even if you have a goal, even if you have something that you are wanting to do, take advantage of all those things that have happened to you, good or bad, and use them as your lenses so that you are able to deliver, right? So even if you have, and on that aspect, we can deal with the issue of competition, how to cope with competition. You're saying, okay, Mfaro, I have something that I want to do, and I realize, okay, I have this business idea, and someone else has the exact same business idea, and maybe it's the exact same product. Like if I tell you my business, Fairy Cleaners and Nike, so I'll link them above so that you can support a girl. It's a detergents company. There are so many other suppliers out there. Like there's Sunlight, there's Spotless, there's MAC, there's Boom. Those are all competitors, even in Nike. So like my luxury body range, I have competitors like Lux, Radox, Satiskin, you name them. But the difference with them and me, and the uniqueness of our brands, is that when I saw the vision, when I saw and I set my goals, I set them as me. There was something that inspired me on a personal level, and that thing carried over into my products. You find for someone, everyone's goal, like, yes, the general goal is that maybe you want, like, for people, like, the goal is for people to clean their houses, right? But for me, my unique selling point was that I don't just want people to clean. I want them to understand what they're using to clean. I want to change the way you clean. I want to change the way you view cleaning. So you need to understand that that is the superpower that I had in my delivery. And even when we are making production of our products, to us quality matters. We don't want to cut corners. So all those things, even if someone else is big on quality, the aspect of quality that they're going to focus on is going to be very different from what I am focusing on. And that's what I want you to know in today, that as you go into 2023 and beyond, be able to harness your superpower, harness everything that you have, your weaknesses, your strengths. On the aspect of weaknesses, be able to stuff your weaknesses, like to cushion your weaknesses. And this takes us into the second part of the video, which is improving your service delivery. When I started, if you know me personally, or you've known me before, you would know that I am genuinely very shy. I am actually very shy. I'm not outspoken. I am not a public speaker at all. But as life would have it, I was handed a role to me which required me, 1, to be a leader, 2, to be a speaker. Things I'd never done before, like anything to do with leading, with speaking, I would say, juices, count me out. It's not my thing. But what I decided to do was, I said, even though they're not my strong suits, it's not something I'm great at, even as I'm here right now, it's not something I'm amazing at, but I'm willing to work towards it. I'm willing to put in the effort. I'm willing to staff those places where I am weak with the right information, the right skills. What do I need to do? And that's why it's so important for you to not negate your weaknesses, to not just take your weakness and shove it in the bag and say, you know what, this is my weak area, I don't really like it. Some things, some roles you will be given, even some of your goals will require you to improve that weakness. What can you do to cushion it? What can you do to make yourself better so that you are even improving your service delivery? Because as you are here in the world, you are like a product, you're a commodity. All that you are selling, you are telling us something about yourself. You are delivering something about yourself. Be it that you are in the workplace, be it that you are an entrepreneur, whatever it is that you are doing, there is something that you are delivering to the world. And so it is important that we actually improve our service delivery. Even if it's that you're on YouTube, you're a content creator, let's look to improving our service delivery. I want to get better equipment. I want to get better lighting. I want to take editing classes. I'm looking to improve my service delivery. So as we are in 2023, you have your goals, you set them out, you have the vision. We now know what we have in mind. We've seen it. Now we are about to execute. We are looking at our service delivery. We want to improve. Yes, we've seen the past. Unfortunately, we ran out of space. But as I was saying, that if there's any motivation that you needed this week, I'm here to motivate you, to tell you that you are not in the wrong place. You are not the wrong person. Everything that you have is to your advantage if you decide to use it. If you decide to take all those things, take your experiences, take your heartbreaks, take your moments of disappointment, take your moment of joy, and use them to harness your superpower. Use it as you go into the week, as you go into the month, as you go into the year. Use it to your advantage. If you've had your heart broken, oh my dolorized people, if you have had your heart broken, use that experience. Take it. Take that pain. We don't want, you know what? One thing you cannot run away from is pain. There's going to be pain. There's going to be disappointment. But what are you going to do with it? Make your pain purposeful. Make it useful. Make your disappointment useful. Take that energy, take those raw emotions and use them to improve how you deliver yourself. Use them to identify a new market. If you've never been heartbroken before, maybe if you've never grieved before, you may not understand, but the experience you've gone through opens you up to a new market. Like my experiences that I went through, I never imagined that I would use them to speak on YouTube, that I could use them to encourage someone, to tell someone else that, look, the things that I experienced academically, I thought that I was down and out. I thought that I wasn't going to graduate. So since we're here, I might as well share the story with you. So when I was in uni, when I was applying for university, right, my mom and I thought it would be a great idea, right? Not just for me to have one major, but for me to have a double major, right? And so initially I started off in computer science and information systems. Bad idea. Bad move. But anyways, fast forward as the year went, like I was struggling. I was struggling. I was depressed. I couldn't figure out, like I just felt so. And for me, like personally, all throughout like my primary school, my high school, I was a pretty top academic achiever. And so like for the first time, I was confronted with a situation where I was not doing well in my academics. And it just did not make sense. I couldn't understand it. I couldn't fathom it. I couldn't see like, okay, what is going on. But that experience in itself taught me something. It taught me to be able to separate myself from my academics, to realize that I'm not Mufaro because I'm good in academics. I am Mufaro. Being good in academics is a bonus. It's a strength, but it's not who I am. I am not my academics. They're just a part of me. They are a work of my hands. They are a product of my brain. I hope that actually helps someone out there who's been struggling. Be able to separate yourself from what you are doing. Those things do not make you. So fast forward, again, I was faced with a similar situation. Now when I was going out like into the market and actually getting my hands wet, and my product wasn't doing so well. And when I would receive feedback that, your product isn't so great, it can do with improvements, I didn't take it personally. I actually used it because I learned from the last time to say that, okay, I'm not doing so well in this thing. Let me be able to assess it. Was this actually a wise move? Was it not? But that experience was able to teach me something which I would continually encounter, and I believe as we go through life, you will continue to encounter such situations where maybe what you've done is just not good enough. What are you going to do then? Are you able to take those experiences? Are you able to take the lessons you've learned and apply them in that situation to say that, okay, fine, I'm not doing as good as I'm supposed to. What can I do to do better? So I don't want to digress. I don't want to talk too much, but that is my motivation to you this week, is that pat yourself on the back. Put on your cape, your superhero cape, your cape that you are you. make the most out of who you are. If you're a good speaker, make the most out of it. If you're a quiet worker but you get the work done, harness those things. Take them into your goals. Take them into your workplace. Take them into your business. Take them into whatever it is that you are doing that you want to deliver this week. Let us improve our service delivery. Let us be the best that we can be for this week, for today. Challenge yourself. Whatever I'm going to do in today, until we eventually get to a point where we are able to do it, like yearly, whatever, like it becomes our daily lifestyle. But challenge yourself that for today, for this week, I'm going to harness my superpower as me. I'm going to deliver things the way that I best can, because I know that no one else out there can see the way things that I see. It's not in a cocky or arrogant or prideful way, but hey, you have to encourage yourself. You need to remind yourself, you're not worthless. You're amazing. You can deliver. You can execute that thing. You can do it, and you will do it with grace. You will do it with class. You will do it with elegance, and you will do it most of all as you. So from me to you, my loves, do take care. Have an amazing week. Crush your goals. Show them that you own the show. Mwah.